Clark's strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seated come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin, based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. Actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
And I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you. As long as your team is able to handle it, and most of these teams can, I think that's a good point.
Here's Curry. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Pass to Doncic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Brooks against Curry. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. Free throw line jump shot. Here's Valanciunas. Goes up again, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Porzingis. 9 points last game out. Poke loose. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway against Winslow. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Doncic right side. Shoots over Morant. And it's Dallas with another.
You know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their games. Deadly from the mid-range.
Now here's Brooks. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Dallas moving it around. Now here's Doncic. Defense right on him. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Brooks kicks to Morant. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. To the paint, here's Powell. Hardaway trying to free himself up. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Powell doing a nice job using his length on these hard shots. I mean, excellent at powering through the contact.
11 feet away, and it's Morant missing. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Now here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
So tough to guard. When Morant is rising and firing like that, basically impossible to stop.
Here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Outside, Porzingis fires from deep. And that one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Releases from 15. Kept alive. Valanciunas. And it's all evened up. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the night.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Curry. No points in the game yet for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know, for Curry, getting into the league has been a battle for Seth. I mean, he's more established and playing with more confidence now. You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
And both free throws good for Curry.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He said to win this game, it's all about how we handle Luka Doncic. We'll have to be on our toes defensively. Kevin, we'll see if they're able to slow down the Slovenian sensation.
Thanks, David. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. Anderson, he's checked in for Valanciunas.
Kyle Anderson.
And so it's Dallas with him. Takes the 3. The rebound by Anderson. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Outside Jackson. And here's Brooks. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Morant. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Curry, good.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Morant. He's got 5. There's Winslow. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic outside. Beyond the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Doncic has got 9 points.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here's Morant. The shot from the low post is good.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Now, here's Doncic. 38 points for him last game against Denver.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
He can fill it up with the best of them.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Now here's Morant. 7 points in the game.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Curry kicks to Doncic. Back to Curry. That shot missing. And Memphis the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers. Now Morant. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and it's in there. Morant's got 9.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Now, here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. Count that one.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now, here's Morant. Shoots over Doncic. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Passes it to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. With some arc. And the rejection by Jackson. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And it's DeLon right in for Curry. Here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. Anderson with the block. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Finished off the break. And now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Yep, that one goes in there. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Hardaway Jr., guys, doing a nice job. They're just taking what the defense gives them in the screen and roll. Good decision making.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
And so it's Memphis with it. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 5. On its way from Clark for 2. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, the Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
And he makes the first.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
And so he makes both from the line. Mark, it seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
Anderson outside. Kicks to Jones. Memphis moving it around. Clock at 6. Knocks it loose. Anderson.
And that stifling defense of Cauley-Stein is what got him drafted 6th back in 2015. And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
That's his first personal foul.
On defense, the Grizzlies. Brunson scanning the floor. 5 to shoot. Down low, here's Wright. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Jones kicks to Clark. Fades. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. J.J. Barea checked in for the Mavericks.
Third team foul. Mavericks substitution. J.J. Barea.
On defense, Dallas. Here's Jones. Drops it in from 11 feet. Jones has got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Wright. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Shot clock at 6. And here's Barea outside. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. .43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Jones looking for an opening. Anderson outside. Here's Clark. He's got 6. Here's Melton. Anderson trying to free himself up. Melton's shot is good.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Now, here's Barea. 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Knocked loose.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
Right back after this break. Players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
They've got Clark. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Jones in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Cauley Stein. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Barea from past the arc. Drops in the tray.
And, you know, Barea is a fairly consistent three-point threat. You can't sleep on him out there. Boy, you look at Maximilian Kleber, the German native. I mean, this guy is a very capable shooter, but it's his defense that keeps him on the court. He's 6'11", but has quick feet, which allows him to defend multiple positions.
And that one's good. Wright's got his second basket of the night. Memphis trailing here. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. That free throw, no good. Clark, you think of European players, it's usually the offensive end where they thrive, but Kleber is a versatile defensive stopper too.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, this guy can shut you down because he moves his feet, he's strong, really keeps driving lanes from opening up on the perimeter, and his positioning and timing make him a good shot blocker too.
He doesn't get the second one.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
In that matchup against the Bucks, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
He misses the free throw. Clark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Here's Melton. Mavericks with the rebound. Last time they met was in Dallas.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wright. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Brooks checked in for Memphis.
Dylan Brooks.
Here's Cauley-Stein. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Good time now to bring up the league leaders in field goal percentage. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Take a look at Clark. You know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And stolen by Wright. And it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Seth Curry in for DeLon Wright. Curry against Brooks. Now here's Barea. Not a lot of room. The pass to Kleber. Curry on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Nice D from Brooks.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Barea with it. Pass to Kleber. He kicks it to Powell. Curry passes it to Barea. And the 3 off target. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
2 shots.
And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
That's good from Morant.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Barea. So he gets them both. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
And so here's Memphis, following the score by Dallas. With the floater, that shot no good. Mavericks trail by 3. Hardaway with a wide-open look. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Morant, off the left rim and out. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Morant comes with the double team. Oh, and he banks in the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And for Memphis, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. Morant kicks to Brooks. Passes it to Valanciunas. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Winslow dishes to Morant. Brooks outside. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Valanciunas, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Valanciunas has got 10. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Hardaway kicks to Powell. Back to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Doncic. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Winslow wide open. He fires. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
On the wing, Doncic. Back to Curry. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And even 3-on-3 break. Now here's Morant. Guarded by Doncic. Porzingis with the block. They get it back. Blocks it again. Curry attacking. That one, no good. Nice D from Brooks. Pass to Morant. From outside, off the mark.
You know, after making 1-3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
And the rejection by Jackson. Inside. And finished off by Morant.
Proving how dominant he can be. When Morant is shooting with confidence, it really allows him to take over.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 15. Outside Hardaway. The fadeaway. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Boy, you look at Luka Doncic, and it's clear. He's got the entire package, a full repertoire, especially at the offensive end.
Powell against Valanciunas. Shoots over Powell. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 12 in the game.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The mid-range jump shot, you've talked about this a lot, is still valuable if you can hit it with consistency.
Yeah, and if it's a quality shot, Kevin, I think you should shoot it. Move the defense, move the ball to get a quality shot, and I think one of the very best at knocking down the mid-range jump shot. Kevin
Shooting
Durant
two.
clearly. But how about Chris Middleton? Elite mid-range jump shooter. And DeMar DeRozan as well has a strong mid-range game too.
And he knocks down the first one. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. And both free throws good for Curry. Memphis leading. Brooks feeling it out a bit. There's the pass to Anderson. Here's Morant, guarded by Porzingis. It's good. And that's now 19 points for Ja Morant.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now, here's Doncic. 17 points in the game.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Anderson against Porzingis. And Anderson gets it to go.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Outside Curry. And the rejection by Jackson.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now here's Brunson, following the miss by Ja Morant. Here's Doncic, accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Doncic has got 21.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Drops in the layup for 2. Doncic has got 12 now in this quarter.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Pass to Morant. Fires from the line. That one, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Brunson. The offensive rebound. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
There's Winslow. Count that bucket. Winslow's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get, and he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Now here's Brunson. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Passes to Winslow. Here's Morant. A 3-pointer, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Brunson. Here's Doncic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 25 points in the game.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Morant passes to Winslow. That's tipped. Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Brunson. Feeds it to Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Doncic.
You know, he's the third pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Curry. All free throws good from Doncic.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. No good from Clark. A floater. Finney-Smith passes to Brunson. Here's Kleber. Here's Doncic. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 27 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, I see a team that's playing smart, moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives them. There's a nice flow, a nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Powell in at the center, locking down the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 1. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And that one's good. Morant.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now here's Porzingis. He has 6. And here is Powell. Now Curry. Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Winslow, and that one drops for him. And now a 3-point Grizzly lead.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pass to Powell. Kicks to Hardaway. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Doncic. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You look at Dallas. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, there's the Grizzlies. They're down in 8th place.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a grit and grind effort for them. They know how to win, and that's not something you could say about them last year.
Now here's Morant. 23 points in the game. The pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Powell. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Curry. Doncic outside. Back to Curry. Looking to get it going. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Now here's Valanciunas. 12 points for him. To the paint. Here's Morant. Nails the baby hook. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Curry deciding where to go with it. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, Curry. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Both good from the line that time. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Morant with it. Wright's there. Pass to Jackson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 5.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball was right there.
Hardaway from outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Jackson trying to break free. The layup missed.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Hardaway kicks to Wright. Passes it to Curry. And here is Powell. 5 to shoot. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Dwight Powell really showing continuing confidence in his inside game, and I think he's only going to get better down there.
Now here's Morant. 25 points in the game. There's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Morant's got 9 points here in the second half.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Porzingis finds Wright. Powell against Valanciunas. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work. 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And back to his efficiency from three. As you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. That's how you play defense. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here is Hardaway. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Porzingis. It's a 5-point game. Shoots over Morant. Porzingis can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Anderson comes in for Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Dylan Brooks. And then for Dallas, Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Dwight Powell. And Barea subbed in for Seth Curry.
One shot.
That's good from Morant.
Showing natural leadership skills, Morant has developed great rapport with his teammates.
Pass to Hardaway. And here is Wright. He's covered by Anderson. And it's Wright missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Anderson's got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture.
And then for Dallas, Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Hardaway. Finney-Smith passes to Cauley-Stein. Here's Barea. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Hey, Barea's not a big guy, about 5'5" at best, and because of that, you got to be tough, and he's a tough-nosed player.
No good on that one.
J.J. Barea has speed to burn. I mean, he's shifty, he's quick, and because of that, he's extremely valuable as a decision maker and scorer. Great competitor.
And he's good on the second. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic, because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent
Take a break.
to work at.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones.
And, you know, for backup point guard Tyus Jones, you love the way he plays defense. I mean, comes in and buzzes around, creates a lot of havoc, forces turnovers, great hands, and quick feet.
And so Jones nails both of them. And with Jones and his defense, he plays well and doesn't foul.
Yeah, you know, that's an impressive ratio when you look at it, Kevin. Last season, Jones had more steals than fouls. and was close to 1-to-1 in that category. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that's elite company. You're in the neighborhood of guys like Kawhi Leonard and Jimmy Butler, and we know how good those all-stars are.
And there's the call on Jones. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Oh, what a terrible foul there. Shot clock winding down, and he ends up bailing out the offense with a silly foul.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Cauley-Stein. It's blocked.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Wright, following the score by Memphis. The pass to Finney-Smith. Connects from three-point range. Finney-Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Jones, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Right outside. Down low, Cauley-Stein fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. Free throw no good for Cauley-Stein. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
14 foul.
Now here's Anderson. He's tightly guarded. They grab their own miss. Count that one. Clark's got 8 points.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
So it's the Mavericks now. Grizzlies making the shot. Correa, no good.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
To the inside. Here's Anderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Brunson the pass to Kleber. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Pass to Brunson. The tray. Good on the triple. Brunson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Kleber, good work there as it goes. Kleber's got his first bucket in this one.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Pass to Clark. Anderson outside. Just 3 to shoot. Pass to Melton. Tries a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Melton's got 5.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Now here's Barea. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Pulls up for 3. Melton, no good. Mavericks trail by 9. To the wing right side. Barea, that's a 2-pointer. The rebound by Anderson.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And there's the pass to Melton. Here's Jones, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jones has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Kleber kicks to Barea. Pass to Finney-Smith. Stein in the post, defended by Jones. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Stein.
Pick up the pace, get the 2 for 1 here.
That's the way to go. Be quick about it.
Now here's Jones. 6 points for him. A 3 from Anderson. Barea pulls it in. And so it's Barea with it. They'll bring it up for Dallas. Stein dishes to Barea. Passes it to Brunson. The 3. He can't get that one. And so it's Memphis in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. Mavericks trail by 9. Jaren Jackson is out there with Clark. Then it's Jones. Then there's Kyle Anderson. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Well, a main weapon in Doncic's attack. He really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
Outside, Jones. Guarded by Doncic. The feed to Jackson. Clock at 4. Here's Anderson. It's good. Anderson's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Here's Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Here's Brunson, following the score by Memphis. He kicks it to Doncic. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You 2 players.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Kleber, the pass to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway for 3. Dallas again missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Pass to Jones. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. The kick out to Anderson. From deep. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. Here's Jackson. And the shot is long. Mavericks trail by 11. Out left to the wing. Here's Kleber, and the rejection by Jackson. Guarded by Doncic. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Plays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got it back down to within single digits for Dallas.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Offensive rebound and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Brunson has it in the corner. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Jackson. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Winslow against Hardaway. At the top of the key, Powell. Curry kicks to Hardaway. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
You know, Porzingis keeps defenders on their toes because he's such a skilled player and has a bunch of moves.
That free throw missing.
Comparisons being drawn between Kristaps Porzingis and Dirk Nowitzki for their height and skill level, understandably so, and in many eyes, fitting that Porzingis is now a Dallas Maverick.
And he sinks the second. And Clark, looking at those 2 players you just mentioned, Nowitzki's 7 foot tall. Porzingis 7'3".
Yeah, you take a look at those guys, and the difference really, I think, is the athleticism of Porzingis. He moves a little better, he bounces a little higher, and as he's gotten stronger, I think center might be his natural position, whereas Dirk was really better suited to being a power forward.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Morant. Lays it in off the breakaway. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Porzingis passes to Curry. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Fires the 3. Doncic, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Yep, it counts. 37 points for Ja Morant.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Poked loose. Doncic with the steal. And the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. Can't hit that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Curry, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Now just a 5-point Grizzly lead.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Morant with it. Curry meets him. And it's Morant missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Porzingis. Second shot opportunity and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, when Powell is this deep, Kevin, I mean, the defense knows they're in trouble. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul him.
At the line for two.
And the first one at the line is good. Now out of Canada by way of Stanford University, 6'11" power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner, very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really what separate him and get him minutes on the court.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
And the basket is good.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Okay. Getting a little physical. I like that. I like that reference.
Now here's Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Free throw good by Curry. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Pass to Clark. To the inside. Here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Jackson. And so Curry will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. On the wing, Hardaway. Over Winslow. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
And Hardaway comes to help. Passes to Clark. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Porzingis.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Hardaway dishes to Powell. On the wing, Doncic. Shot clock at 6. And it's Morant with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Pass to Winslow. There's the dish to Morant. Outside Jackson. To the right side. Here's Morant. The Mavericks pull it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Brooks on the double team. In the corner, Hardaway with it. To take the lead. No good on that one.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Brooks with no one around. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. And the Grizzlies lead by 4. Dallas has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Powell, with that long body of his, does a nice job going at the defense and forcing them to foul.
Dwight Powell taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He's off on the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Brooks. Curry with the steal. Now, here's Doncic. This is to Hardaway. Kicks it to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Yes, that goes in. And it's 37 points for Luka Doncic.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Morant. Shoots over Doncic, and it's Morant missing. What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Here's Curry. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Clark. No good that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Curry on the wing. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's becoming more comfortable in tight. Seth Curry is good at picking his spots from this area.
Here's Morant. Porzingis with the block. Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Will it go? Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Corky Dangs checked in for Memphis. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Morant. 6 to shoot. Back to Brooks. For the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Doncic feeling it out. Rebound by Jang. Memphis has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Morant. It's good!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Dallas calls timeout. Player of the game, John Morant.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Josh Jackson's checked in for Jang. Outside Curry. 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Here's Morant. Yes!
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 3. Clark's checked in. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Curry. Can they get it? Doncic trying to get open. And the rejection by Jackson. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. He's off from 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. From deep, off target. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of controlling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set a screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.